What is going on, guys? Weevil YouTuber here, back with another video. And how many of us did not see this coming? Maxx is getting reprinted in the Ninja Grandmaster Hanzo collectible tin. That is amazing. That adds to the Shockmaster and the Rescue Rabbit, which are already being reprinted, which just make, you know, potentially hundreds of dollars worth of value just going down the drain. Because Maxx at one point was like ridiculously expensive. It was like $90 or some crazy stuff. And now, of course, it went down to about 40, 45. But that's still too expensive for a lot of players like myself, who tend not to fork out extensive amounts of money on cards like that. So it is a really good choice by Konami. They're actually doing everything right with these collectible tins. It's unbelievable. These two waves in general. I mean, releasing Lagia and Dolka and Wind Up Rabbit, all really expensive cards except for the Lagia, which is something semi-expensive. And then releasing Maxx, Shockmaster, and Rescue Rabbit. And if we look at the other tin, we can probably predict what they're going to re-release in that as well. So there's two more super rare cards to go, and the two hints are use the seas to flood your enemies and march forth with an invincible army. You could say use the seas to flood your enemies is going to be Levier the Sea Dragon, and the seas referring to your banished zone, of course, and that of your opponent. So that'd be amazing. March forth with an invincible army. People are talking about Mechlord Emperor Weisel since it wasn't released in Europe. I did mention this in my previous video when I was trying to predict what these re-releases might in fact be. In the Hanzo tin, the remaining super rare will probably be Tour Guide to guide you to victory. They seem to be making it a lot more obvious this time around because they just wanted to say, like, we want you guys to be happy, so we're going to re-release every single card over the last while that you really, really wanted. Unleash and end the stream of vermin to plague your foes. This I found interesting. Someone had pointed out to me in my last video that a rabbit is actually classified as a vermin, but unleash and end the stream of vermin to plague your foes. I don't know, I was really hoping for Steel Swarm Roach to be printed in one of these tins, but it doesn't look like that's actually going to happen. Nevertheless, the implications for Maxx getting reprinted are simple. You know, you don't need to be a rocket scientist to figure it out. More and more people are going to be able to afford the card, and more people are going to be running it in their main decks or in their side decks against the likes of Windups, Six Samurais, and any other deck that, you know, loves to just swarm the field and spam the field in a single turn. So that means that for Windup players, you're almost guaranteed to come across a Maxx if you're going for a Magician Shark play. Because if people didn't have Maxx before now, if they were like me, they were somewhat budget players, then they're definitely going to have it after this. I mean, and this is right before YCS Barcelona, which myself and a load of my friends are actually attending. So it's just perfect timing to re-release all of these overpowered cards. I was always saying to people when I was in town, having games and stuff, that, man, I really need a Levier. And I was never going to pay for the Levier. And now it just sort of, my wish is going to come true, I hope. I hope they don't release some stupid sea-related creature that no one gives a shit about. It doesn't look like that's going to happen, so I'm just going to keep my hopes up for that. But anyway, guys, really, really good news about these re-releases. I will get back to you with more news as it arises. I have another video coming up soon about the Seal War Calcos and its many uses. People shouldn't underestimate that card. It's going to be amazing. Perhaps the best field spell of all time because it affects only you. It's got so many great effects. It does have some drawbacks, but I will go through those in detail as well and how to get around them. Anyway, guys, that is it for the video. Be sure to comment, rate, and subscribe as always. I am Weevil YouTuber, and I am signing out. Peace, guys.